Welcome to Weekly Review, where I talk about what happened in my videos last week and what happened outside my videos last week. Also, I'll be talking about what's coming next. So last week, I was trying to understand how to get the world position of the hand-tracked controllers. So the left and right Oculus Quest controllers. So I did that the first video, and partially in this first video, I tried to get an object to follow one of the controllers. Now, the issue that came up was general logic issues at first. Then I decided to copy the Oculus integration, the OVR grabber, and try and make that work in my project. And that's when I found a bug with, I think, the Oculus library, where if I got the local rotation of the controller, it'll return a quaternion 0. Basically just all 0, which is very bad apparently, because it causes this error, which I'll show on screen. Rotation quaternions must be unit length. So this error took me like 3 hours to solve, I guess, because I thought it was a logic issue the whole time when it was actually a bug. I show it here at some point where I get my old project which uses get local rotation, and I debug.log the rotation that it got, and it got a quaternion 0001. If I can find it, I could hopefully show it. Well, I can't find it right now, but pretty much what's supposed to happen is that if you get the local rotation, at least in the first frame, it'll be 0001, but it wasn't like that. So to fix it, I just made it if the quaternion W, which is the last number of a quaternion, if that was 0, I just turned it to 1. That's how I fixed it in the update method. So I fixed that for now, but hopefully it gets fixed in the future so I don't have to put a if statement in my update loop. Alright, so next I made some art for my project. This is so I can show off to other people that I made something that isn't just, I don't know, boxes flying around. I have some art that might give you an idea what I'm looking for, maybe. This is still temporary art, so I guess we'll see where we go with it. I might stick with the simple style, but we'll see. Now, what you didn't see in the videos were these volumetric lights. So these are like fake volumetric lights. It's a shader trick that I learned online somewhere. It was like how to do fake volumetric lights through a shader. So I did that tutorial because lights are just expensive in VR or mobile in general. So I learned to do that before I started all this. And after doing all the art stuff and the coding and getting it all working, on the weekend I just decided to try and see if Unity 2019.3 beta would work, because I really like testing new technology. So I tried it, imported all my stuff to Unity 2019.3 beta, and it built, but pretty much the screen just is messed up. Like trails everywhere. Just imagine trails everywhere. It doesn't work with the Oculus integration, I think. Or it might be the universal render pipeline, which used to be called the lightweight render pipeline. But I don't know what the issue was, and I didn't really want to learn to fix it because it seemed out of my skills, I guess, skill set. Because it seemed to be like a rendering issue of some sort. Now, I also tried out Spatial OS because I saw Spatial OS had something to do with ECS, and I just love ECS. I just love it. So I tried out Spatial OS, the tutorial that they had, not the video tutorial, but the written tutorial. So I downloaded that. I downloaded the tutorial, downloaded the tutorial project, and I got my first build running, which is their demo, not my. So I haven't tried it in VR, but it's really interesting. The inspector, when you run the server and create virtual players, is just, I don't know, it just looks really cool. It's like a radar of some sort. It's like looking at a world map and seeing every player's position. Every logical, like if there's physics going on, you could see that happening, I think. Not sure what was going on, but there was a lot of stuff going on. But you could see every player, every, I guess, equation, math? No, not math function. You can just see physics happening, I guess, maybe. Just stuff happening. It's really cool. So I might be making this game multiplayer, but hopefully I can do it like low scale, like very low scale. But we'll see how that goes. But kind of want to use Spatial OS, mainly because easier. So what's up next? Up next is me just writing a narrative for this game, because I've been finding it really hard to visualize what everything will look like. So I thought the best way would be to like write a narrative of some sort, because I like listening to audiobooks, and audiobooks, well, books in general, describe like the environment in great detail. Some books do. And I really like that, like world building books. And I thought maybe I should just write down very descriptively what the environment looks like and then create it. That way I'm not just mindlessly just building stuff and not knowing what I'm doing. So I'm probably going to do that not recorded because spoilers, but hopefully, well, not hopefully, I plan on doing that soon. I also plan on using the Yoko Taro GDC video talk where he does the, whatchamacallit, the backwards storytelling, backwards story creation. So I made like a, not template, but I kind of copied the slides, put my own notes. It's like an event happens and then why, like emotions towards that event. So, oh yeah, backwards script writing. So that's what he does, Yoko Taro. And he makes weird games. As it says on the GDC video. I think it's like weird games for weird people. So good video. He also talks about photo thinking, which kind of is what I'm trying to do, but writing it down first, I guess. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to do that and then create 3D models. I'll probably write like the first part and then do some programming, changing the object following the controller to ECS. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to do that for this week. Creating the story narrative thing, then ECS. We're going to do some ECS after. And maybe mess around with the ECS physics as well, because normal physics doesn't work with ECS. But I might be doing a hybrid ECS method also, depending on how difficult the ECS physics is. So that's it for this week, this video for last week, I guess. And until next time.